And it was a shaky start for Melbourne's new public transport operators, with their first morning on the job dogged by a rash of cancellations and delays. Political reporter Gareth Boreham was there for the handover and joins us live now from Flinders Street Station. Gareth, despite the changes, the Premier's warned there'll be no quick fix.
Yes, Mel, it's probably the biggest shake-up to Melbourne's public transport network since it was privatised more than 10 years ago. But John Brumby is being cautious about just when we're going to see those big improvements that we're all looking for. Now, at 4:17 a.m. this morning, Metro Trains officially took over the running of the network from Connex, while the consortium, the KDR consortium, replaced Yarra trams. Not that many commuters would have noticed much of a difference on the rails, at least, with as many as 13 cancellations during the course of the day, most of those during the morning peak. But the company, or Metro Trains, is proud to say that it's managed to deliver 99% of its services today on its first day on the job. But in order to achieve those really dramatic improvements in service, it appears that the government is going to have to rely on more than just new logos and new brands, but actually get more of that expensive rolling stock out there to meet the massive increase in passenger demand, and to meet that end, of course, from next month, the first of the 38 multi-million-dollar Extrapolis trains will start running on the network. A new paint job, new tyres and a new era for Melbourne's public transport network.
Yeah, no, it looks great. All under control.
It's the start of the Connex to Metro transformation, but no end to the commuter frustration.
It's going to be late for quite a while. Nothing's changed.
A series of delays, hardly a warm welcome for the Metro boss.
We had too many cancellations, actually. Too many faults with trains. We'll investigate those thoroughly.
Inspecting the first train to be rebadged in the Metro colours, the Premier says better punctuality, reliability and cleanliness will take time.
Those things aren't going to happen overnight. They'll happen over the course of the next few months and the next few years.
John Brumby and the Transport Minister also riding the new-look Yarra trams, with international operator KDR taking over but keeping the brand name.
A Melbourne brand, and they'll be very much Melbourne Trains and Melbourne Trams.
While the Premier's been quick to play down any Labor fears of a voter backlash over public transport, he knows only too well that 12 months out from an election, the government has much riding on the success of the train and tram shake-up. After experiencing his own 12-minute delay on the Sandringham line, the opposition leader claims investment in rolling stock has come too late.
The commuters will give the new operators a chance, but they don't trust the state government because this state government's let them down for too long.
Others confident of a new dawn.
You're going to see a better public transport service for the people of Victoria.
Gareth Boreham, 10 News.
And passengers remain bitter about the Connex experience. The last service was a bus, not a train, leaving commuters questioning how the new private operator Metro will improve the system.
This will be the last Connex service departing Flinders Street.
Connex bid farewell to its trouble-plagued time at the controls with little fanfare and few fans.
Just a little bit of history. You know, they've been in Melbourne for 10 years.
But Connex's problems persisted to the very last, its last scheduled service already sporting the name of the new operator, Metro. While the Sydenham service was supposed to be Connex's final hurrah, it was in fact the Werribee train, which left earlier but arrived later. It too had an identity crisis.
Metro now arriving at Melbourne Central.
The identity crisis continuing, track work forced passengers from the Werribee train onto a bus for the final leg of the journey.
It doesn't really do them good PR.
New operators, Metro, were trying for good PR, but that identity problem persisted. Its first service from Frankston still signed Connex.
We're excited to be here and see off our first train for the morning.
Metro heavyweights were on board to see all went to plan.
I wish you luck.
But it wasn't a great start.
Metro now arriving at Flinders Street.
The train arriving 7 minutes late into the city.
Good morning, welcome to Metro.
Good luck.
Thank you.
While Metro greeted passengers with a smile, commuters were still bitter about the Connex experience.
Unbelievably bad.
I've just had a terrible experience under Connex.
But I don't actually think it's all Connex, it's the government as well.
Metro have a real task ahead of them to keep Melbourne's train system running smoothly.
Alan Rascal, 10 News.